Has music ever touched your soul, gave you goosebumps, or brought back a memory so strong it felt like you were there again? That's the magic of music, the power to touch us deeply. But what if it could do more, beyond just moving us emotionally? What if music could inspire us to act, to give, and to connect with others? Today, I'm here to show you how we can transform our talents into powerful tools, not just for personal growth, but for a better community and a brighter future for us all. You'll discover how your passion, whether it's in arts, science, or any other field, can be a spark for meaningful change. Music isn't just an art form, just as performances aren't just for entertainment. Music is a platform for social change in a world where it's easy for us to feel small or disconnected by the problems that are in today's society. Music is my unique way to spark a change, to contribute to a cause, and to benefit a community. This instrument is called the guzheng, and the song I just played is called Rebirth. It symbolizes the harmony that's possible when we create positive change in our community. Well, my journey with the guzheng began just a few years ago. With its 21 strings and a beautiful sound, this traditional Chinese instrument has been a part of Chinese culture for over 2,500 years. In ancient times, it was used as a war cry tool. But today, it's a bridge to my community in ways I have never expected. It was just 2 years ago when my mom saw how bored I was with my practice at home. So she half-jokingly suggested, "Why don't you play in the streets?" And I took it literally. "Oh my goodness, Mom, thank you. You are a genius." So I told Mom I wanted to start practicing in public. My mom was surprised and she hesitantly said, "All right, if that's your decision, you should give it a shot." I soon learned I needed a busker's permit to be able to perform on the streets, which meant I had to prove to the city hall that my performance was professional and met all local standards. So after many hours of practice, a brand new speaker, and a busking permit in hand, I was ready. One spring afternoon, filled with a mix of joy and nerves, I set up at Warwick Beach, a popular spot near my home. Without any experience, I picked this perfect place, which was empty, because I thought more people could watch me there. It turns out my first street performance was full of surprises. People did not hear the music well. Apparently, speakers work better when you remember to bring the cables. And just as I thought I could handle the wind messing with my hair, not one, not two, but 8 musical fountains suddenly lit up without warning and started to shower down water. Now I know why it was so empty and no one will go there. With the strong winds and the water spraying everywhere, let's just say I turned into a human slushie. Oh well, it was really embarrassing then, but now I laugh about it, thinking it was a special effect for my performance. After a few times, I got better and I started to draw larger crowds. Kids danced along, tourists stopped to watch, and locals from various backgrounds gathered to listen. They didn't just enjoy the music. They applauded, encouraged me, and they even gave me money, which was totally unexpected. So one day, after a well-attended performance, and as I headed home, I counted all the money, in which I realized I had raised over $300. Oh my goodness, I never had this much money in the past 10 years. I could probably buy so much stuff. But at the same time, I felt a bit uneasy. Because although having all that money was tempting, it did not feel quite right, keeping it to myself. Another day while out grocery shopping, my mom and I were asked at the checkout if we wanted to donate to the Children's Hospital, and she did not hesitate. That reminded me of the stories she told me. How the hospital saved my brother and I when we had been born prematurely. We had been so vulnerable, and the care we received was life-saving. So at that moment, I found a purpose, driven by a responsibility to give back. I decided to donate all my earnings from busking to the Children's Hospital to help other kids who needed the same kind of help we did. Along the way, my actions have been recognized in ways I've never expected. I was honored at a ceremony at the Children's Hospital, mentioned in the newspaper, and even had people from around the world reach out because they saw my performances on YouTube. During my first year busking, I managed to raise over $3,000. I'm very proud of myself because every penny was from my own effort. Playing music became more than entertainment. It became a way to make a difference. This taught me that our actions, no matter how small, can have a big impact. We may be young, but we're not small, and we certainly are not disconnected. We must believe we can contribute. So think about what you love doing. What makes you feel alive and excited? That might be drawing, coding, or even cooking. Then find ways to use that in service of others. You don't have to wait for someone to tell you how or when. Find your way to make a difference. Each one of us has something special to share with the world. It's time we transform our talents into powerful tools that can inspire, heal, and bring the community together. Thank you for being part of my journey. Together, we can make the world a better place.